Hello, my divers, and welcome back to another episode of Diving Deep with me, Des. There are so many things happening in my life right now that I can't even begin to grasp. It's been a very humbling morning. So let's skip the small talk and let's dive right into it. Okay. So for starters, I filmed this week's episode on Thursday because I wanted to get it out the way. And then I got too zooted and booted that I malfunctioned. I forgot English. So this is my second attempt now of filming this week's episode. It's now Monday. You guys know I usually post on Wednesdays, so we're in a bit of a time crunch. But this morning, it's only 10:30, might I add. This morning has been very humbling, to say the very least. For starters, on my way to work this morning, I was running late as I usually am, and I am looking at my car and I noticed something looks very off. And then I realized that it's my fucking license plate. My license plate is missing off of my car. As we speak, it is missing off of my car. Like the front one. I have the back one, but the front one is fully missing. There's not even the little frame. It's gone completely. My front of my car is naked. And I'm like, what the fuck? And yesterday, I did some errands with some friends, so I was texting them hey, can you guys go outside and make sure my license plate isn't in your fucking driveway? What the fuck? And we went to 3 or 4 different places, so I'm in my head trying to map out on my break right now that I'm on where I would have to go to find my fucking license plate. What the fuck? And mind you, this is not the first time it's fallen off. It fell off once before because I ate a curb when I was trying to park and it fell off, but we were right there. Michelle and I were right there. Michelle saw that it was on the ground. We just put it in my car, finished doing our errand, and then we went back home and fixed it. I mean, we were hands and knees, flashlights outside because it was already past 8 p.m. And we fixed it. Well, Michelle fixed it. Not even we, because I don't know shit about cars. Michelle fixed it, and we were yanking on it. It was good, or so we fucking thought. And then this morning I go out and there's no license plate. And you know that gut feeling when you're walking to your car or you're about to go to your car and you feel just something's off? I had that feeling since yesterday, actually. I had that feeling. I was something about my car doesn't feel right. But I didn't think, oh, my license plate fell off. So I've been driving around, no license plate. And then I had my mom check the cameras because we have cameras in our house, okay? I don't care if we live in Gary, Indiana or at the White Castle. We're gonna have cameras. Did I just say the White Castle? Fully, I just said I meant the White House. I don't care if we live in Gary, Indiana or the White House. We're gonna have cameras at our house. What the I'm telling you guys, today's been a day. Oh my god. So my mom checks her cameras. Turns out my license plate has been missing for the past 3 days. Do you know how many places I've gone to in the past 3 days? I have absolutely no clue or idea where the fuck my license plate could be. And it's so embarrassing to have to go in a store hey, did anyone turn in a license plate by chance? Oh my god, I sound just dumb even fucking saying my license plate has been missing for 3 days and I didn't notice. What the fuck is actually wrong with me? I should not be able to drive. I should not be able to own a car. What is wrong with me, actually? So, yeah, after I get done filming this and my mom gets home, we're gonna have to go to the police department to report my license plate as missing and then to the DMV to get new license plates. So hopefully no one commits any crimes with my license plate before then, because what the actual fuck? Holy fuck. Guys, this drink, I've been obsessed with this drink. It's not sponsored because, God forbid, I would never get sponsored. I think I've already canceled myself, and if I haven't canceled myself, I know some roach from high school probably has some screenshots of some embarrassing posts or pictures I've made that they hoard in their phones in attempt to cancel me at any slight fame I get. So I doubt I'll ever be fully famous or sponsorable. But anyways, this drink is the Dunkin' Donuts. It's a mango pineapple green tea refresher. Add strawberry in it. It's fire. I've been putting everyone on. It's my newest addiction. I'm there at least 3 times a week. And it's so good. I personally like the Dunkin' refreshers better than Starbucks refreshers. Um the Starbucks in my town is also closed for the next like 2 months because they're doing construction or something. I also read online, don't know if it's true, because I know myself and a lot of people, we were boycotting Starbucks, which I'm still down to do because Starbucks is overpriced and really not that good. But I learned that they have fired their Zionist, I want to say it was the CEO, and they replaced him, and they like have a new union rep, I think it was, because I remember that Starbucks was trying to sue their union because their union was pro Palestine and they weren't. Um so apparently we no longer have to boycott Starbucks, but I personally am going to because nothing really there serves me anyways. I mean, this Dunkin' refresher, like seriously, I've been there 3 or 4 times every week for the past month that I've discovered this. And it's way cheaper than a Starbucks. The large at Dunkin', I want to say, is $4, $5. I think like 5 something. Which at Starbucks it'd be like what, $7, $8. This one's fucking fire, guys. And green tea is really good for you. I hate green tea. I'm not a tea person. I don't care if it's hot or cold. I'm not a tea person. But this drink is fire, guys. I'm telling you, try it. It's so good. I remember my friend Gio put me on when we went to Pride. We got it with lemonade. But then Dunkin' Donuts discontinued their lemonade. And so I didn't go for a really long time. And then I was like, fuck it, I'll just try it with the green tea. And then I didn't like it at first, but then my friend Eric, Jasmine, and I, we went back and then we asked for this drink. And the lady was like, oh, like we ran out of green tea. Can I replace it with strawberry? And I was like, yeah, fire. And it's fucking fire. It's so good. Sorry. I'm just going on a tangent about this fucking drink, but it's fire. And I'm not sponsored, but I really, really should be. Anyways, guys, where were we? So yeah, I don't have a license plate. And then one of my students had a very big accident this morning, and it involved blood and lots of it. And if you know me, you know I can't fucking do blood at all. I have all these tattoos. I have full half sleeves. I have legs, torso, tattoos almost all over my body. I cannot do blood for the life of me. I can't do needles. I can't do blood. I can't do shots. I'm 22 years old still to this day. When I have to get a shot, I pass out. And everyone's like, oh, like, how do you do it? Like, you have tattoos. I'm profusely sweating whenever I get tattoos. I mean, I am pale as the fuck. And I'm profusely sweating. I mean, my knee pits, my armpits, my hands, everything about me when I'm getting a tattoo or a shot, instantly sweating like you've never seen before. Like I probably look like I ran 10 miles just sitting there sweating because of how scared of needles I am. And I don't know what it stems from really, because my uncle's the same way. We're both completely terrified of needles. My uncle's a grown-ass man, has a family, completely terrified of needles. And I don't understand where it stems from. My mom and grandma said that I used to watch that show Fear Factor, I think it was, with them, and there was an episode where this guy like covered himself in needles, but I have no recollection of that. But at the same time, like, you know, when you have trauma, your brain blocks it out, so maybe that's why I don't remember or can think of where it stems from. But I like cannot do needles. For my job, I had to get a TB test, which is what is TB? Is it tuberculosis? That sounds right, but also doesn't seem right. Anyways, I had to get a TB test. And she's like, okay, like, we're going to do your TB test, and then we'll go take your weight and do your drug test. And I was like, okay, cool. And she gave me the shot. As soon as it's, like, bad, guys. As soon as she, like, pulled out the needle, I'm, like, already, like, like, no, like, I can't. And even just now, like, I get weak in the knees. And she, like, she put the needle in me, and instantly I'm just, like, feeling so woozy, like, so, like, stars. Like, it gets to the point where I see literal stars. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Mm-hmm." As I'm, like, and she's like, "Okay, why don't we lay down before we continue?" And I was like, "Mm-hmm." Like, "Yeah, girl, let's do that." But it's bad, guys. I mean, like, when I was little and I had to get, like, shots or my blood drawn for school, I would literally, first off, I would lock myself in the bathroom for, like, 20 minutes, and then my mom and the nurses would literally have to be like, "Okay, like, let's fucking go, bitch. We don't have all day." And then they would take me to the little, like, doctor room, whatever, and I would be screaming at the top of my lungs, like, bloody murder, like, ah! Like the whole fucking the doctor's office would hear me. And it was to the point where, like, nurses would have to pin me down just to give me a shot. And then I would pass out, and they'd have to, like, put ice packs all over me, and I'd have to drink nasty ass sugar water. And my mom would get mad, not because I was, like, passing out, because she didn't want to pay, like, the parking fees at the doctor. Which, like, real, because that shit is overpriced as fuck. And, like, girl, it's just a shot. But, like, till this day, I still am like that. Like, I will pass out, I faint, I see stars, I feel weak in the knees. Like, even like, talking about it or seeing it, like, makes me, like, even right now, like, my wrists are limp. Like, I don't know what it is. But there's that episode of Shameless where, fuck, Mickey? Yeah, where Mickey's dad, like, beats the fuck out of Mickey and Ian just for being gay. And I remember I watched that episode at this girl Nadia's house that I used to be friends with, and I was zooted and booted as fuck. And I'm sitting there watching this, and I just slowly, like, zonk on her fucking couch. Like, it was bad. It's bad, guys. I don't know where that stems from. I'm gonna have to, like, I'm gonna have to add that to the list of reasons why I need therapy. But maybe, I don't fucking know. How do you help that? Hypnosis? Maybe I just need to be hypnotized into not being scared of blood and needles. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know where it stems from. Does anyone else have that? Like, am I normal, or is that something, like, really, really wrong with me? I don't know what stems it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm on a tangent today. There's just so many things racing through my mind, and this morning's already been so much. So I'm kind of just everywhere, so I apologize. Oh, I booked a vacation. We're going to Puerto Rico, and I haven't been to Puerto Rico since I was 15 years old. Because my grandma gave me the option of having a quince or going to Puerto Rico for a month. So obviously Puerto Rico for a month, and it was, like, the best decision I ever made. I'm so glad I didn't have a quince. No shade to everyone that had a quince, but I personally, I'm glad I chose a vacation over a party. Okay. So the last time I went to Puerto Rico, I was 15 years old. I'm now 22 years old, and I'm going with my grandma, and I'm going with Michelle, and I'm going with Jenna, and I believe my cousin Ariana and my aunt Sandy are coming, and I'm so excited because it's Jenna, Michelle, and Ariana's, and I think Sandy's first times going to Puerto Rico. And I always wanted to, like, experience that, especially with Ariana, because she's my little cousin, but she's my oldest little cousin. Like, her and I are the oldest of all the cousins, even though she's 10 and I'm 22. We're the oldest out of, like, our generation. So I always, like, in my head said, like, I want to take her to Puerto Rico for the first time ever. And I kind of thought she would be a little older, but she's down. Her parents are down. We're fucking down. We're going to be turning up. I mean, granted, we're going to be visiting some family, and, like, some of them are dying. But honestly, like, it's sad, but I'm glad that she's, like, able to at least meet them while they're here, and, like, know that side of her, experience that culture that's a part of her, that's who she is as a person, you know? And I'm so excited, guys. I'm already planning out all the content I'm going to be making. I'm going to be we're going to switch it up. Well, you're going to know I'm in Puerto Rico because this channel is going to go under some construction a little bit. I'm going to be doing vlogs. I'm going to post a packing/styling video. I'm going to force everyone that I'm going with to be on my podcast, which is actually perfect because then I'll be able to stack up a bunch and post for like a month and a half, I think. I'm going to force my grandma on. I'm going to force Michelle on. I'm not going to force Michelle because Michelle, like, at this time, Michelle doesn't really want to be on, but I would love to have Michelle on. I'm going to have Jenna on. I'm going to have Ariana on. I don't care if she's 10 years old. 10-year-olds are smart. And also, guys, my cousin is a Sephora kid. She's a Sephora kid. So we're going to have to snap some sense into her. And also because, like I said, we're 11 years apart. So when I was nasty mean girl in high school and middle school, she saw that. And I can't have her be that. I need her to be better than me. I need to be a good older cousin and set the right example. So I'm also hoping that this trip helps me, just fix a little loose screws in her that I didn't have in my life, or that I didn't have someone in my life to fix at her age. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna have my aunt on, Jenna on, Ariana on, everyone on, everyone on. It's gonna be a family show. Maybe I'll have all of them on at once. No, I probably won't. That's like a lot. Like, when I watch podcasts, and if there's like 4 people or more, I can't. I just can't focus. There's too much talking. Everyone talks all over each other. So I lied. I won't do that. But yeah, vlogs, styling videos, podcast episodes. It's gonna be a thing. I'm excited. I'm ready to fucking go. I'm gonna be there for 2 weeks. Everyone else, well, me and my grandma are gonna be there for 2 weeks. Everyone else is gonna be there for 1 week, which is okay. We're still gonna have fun, turn it up. Oh my god, guys, I'm so excited. I haven't been to Puerto Rico in 7 fucking years. 7 years. The last time I went to Puerto Rico, Ariana was 3 years old. And I'm so excited. Guys, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. And also, okay, so we're going to Puerto Rico in like 2 months, and then 2 months after that is North Coast, and I've never been to a festival. I don't really listen to EDM like that, but it's a vibe. I can dance. I can do the little foot. I can't even do the footwork like that, let me lie. I'd like to think I can move my feet, but not in the ways I should be moving my feet. But yeah, the gang's going to North Coast. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. I yeah, I've never been to a festival. I love the outfits though. I'm already planning my outfits for everything and they're like months away. But everyone tells me that North Coast specifically is actually like really fun and everyone's very spatially aware, which is what I need for a festival because lately I'm a very avid concert goer. I love concerts, but lately, like the last like 2 or 3 concerts, I've fully almost fist fought someone in the crowd because people don't know how to stay the fuck off my ass. Like, at least put some lube on it. Like, what the fuck? People are not spatially aware anymore, and I feel like after the pandemic, after the pandemic, like everyone lost their concert etiquette, and you would think that after all of that, people would be more spatially aware and like respectful of each other's space and boundaries and like not try to be dry humping on the fucking dance floor with strangers. But they don't have that concept at all. If anything, it's actually worse. So I've kind of been like not really going to concerts lately just because of that. Because like yes, I can buy a seat or I can be in the balcony, but like if I'm spending money on a concert, I want to be front row. I'm finna be in the pit. Like, I want to be front row. I want to feel their sweat on me. I want to feel their spit on me as they're singing. Like, if I'm gonna leave my house, I want to make it worth it, you know? But I think I will slowly result to not being in GA because people are just infuriating and they make me overstimulated and they make me miserable at my concerts. And I love concerts. I love music. So, yeah. But North Coast, I heard, or I'm told that people are a lot nicer there, which I kind of expect because I'm assuming everyone's on like Molly or ecstasy or some sort of something. I I probably won't be doing any drugs only because I don't like to experiment with really anything when I'm in a public setting that I've never been in, you know? And I feel like I would be overwhelmed. And also, oh my god, did you see like that? It was on Twitter kind of a while ago where like there was an EDM fest and they had like that 3D like Shrek ogre like thing coming up. Imagine being on lots of drugs and seeing that on like that's the visuals you're seeing. I would probably have to off myself in the middle of the field somehow. There's absolutely no way. There's no way. So, to avoid like a psychosis break or, you know, ending my life, I'm not going to do any drugs at North Coast. Maybe a little schweed, maybe a little drinky drink. But for the most part, I'm there to look cute, be a vibe, have some fun. Everyone that I'm going with has gone to North Coast before. I've never gone. And now it's in the SeatGeek Stadium, which I've never heard of a festival being in a stadium, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we're gonna be there the whole weekend. Oh, maybe I can have Justin and Ellie on the podcast, like North Coast weekend. Guys, oh my god, I'm so excited about life. I'm planning everything months ahead, which I probably shouldn't because something with my luck is bound to go wrong, but I'm gonna knock on wood. Oh, guys, I didn't clear my stuff on the side. Please don't look at it, because now I'm ashamed, and now I feel like I should restart this video, but I don't really have the time to, so just ignore it, please. Thank you. But yeah, I'm going on all these things. I just told my job today about going to Puerto Rico because I'm gonna take a week off. I'm going for 2 weeks, but one of those weeks is summer break. So I'm really just taking 1 week off of work, and I don't know if I'm gonna have the PTO for it. But I mean, this shit, everything's booked. So really, I'm not asking you. PTO is prepare the others. I'm not gonna be there regardless if I'm getting paid to be there. Like, you know what I mean? So regardless, I'm going. Everything's booked. Sorry, figure it out. Y'all got all these staff members. You're gonna have to figure it out. But oh my gosh, let's talk about PTO because my job, the way that PTO works at my job is you get 12 days in a school year. And granted, they roll over, but like my kids go to school 12 months of the year. So you're telling me with only 12 days of PTO, I can only afford, quote unquote, afford to call off 1 day a month? Baby, I'm 22 years old. I'm hot. I'm sexy. I'm lit. I'm trying to be outside. 1 day a month? And that's not even like if I get sick. That's not even like if I'm trying to go to the doctor's appointment or the dentist appointment or an eye doctor, because their hours are also our hours. So it really never works for me to go before or after work. So I would have to use PTO to just be able to go to these appointments, which then makes me think like, what if I was a parent? You're telling me 1 day of PTO a month that I'm going to have to, if I was a parent, I'm not a parent. If I was a parent, I would have to hoard and save my PTO days in case I got sick, in case my kid got sick. What if my kid has to go to the doctor? What if I have to go to the doctor? What if my, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how PTO like that. I don't understand why or how PTO can be like a set thing. I don't think that's fair. Especially like if I'm already working over 35 hours a week, I think my PTO should be accumulatory. Is that a word? Accumulatory. I don't know if that's a word. Basically, if I'm working over 35 hours a week, I believe I should be able to accumulate PTO hours and days rather than you tell me I only have 12 days in a whole year that I'm then going to have to shit, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't go see the doctor just in case. Like, maybe I shouldn't go get a new eyeglass prescription just in case I need these days. Like, there's so many times this year that I was sick and didn't call off because I'm like, oh, well, it's just a running nose. Maybe I'll get into a freak car accident and need these days. Like, you know what I mean? I shouldn't have to, be, like, hoarding my sick days, my PTO days, in the case of a bigger emergency happening. Like, what the fuck? Like, with my parents' jobs, like, their PTO accumulates as they work, which I think is how every job should work. Especially, like, because, like, at my job too, a lot of parents work at my job because their kids are in the school community, and, like, the hours work with their school schedules, which makes sense. But I couldn't imagine being a parent and being told you only have this amount of sick days, take it or leave it. Basically, take it or leave it. What the fuck? What the fuck? And also, can we talk about how when you have a baby in Illinois, anyway, I'm from Illinois if you didn't know that already. In Illinois, you're only given 10 to 12 weeks of, what is it, maternity leave. 10 to 12 weeks, that's like 3 months. So you're telling me in 3 months you expect the mother to heal from labor, find a set sitter, daycare, something, and miss, like, because, okay, when a baby's that young, I'm assuming, like, you breastfeed. Well, most people breastfeed if they can, right? So now, in that 3-month span, this woman is supposed to, like, get her life back together, basically, after a very rough, I'm not going to say traumatic, but a very rough thing. I mean, birthing a baby out of you, that's a lot, I would assume. So you're telling me they only have 3 months to, like, get over it, basically, and then get back into their daily life routines of before being a parent? That doesn't, like, no. No, I think maternity leave, because my mom and I were talking about this, actually, and I think in Europe, I want to say, we could be wrong, we're not professionals, but I believe in Europe their maternity leave is a year, and they also offer paternity leave, which, America, take fucking notes. You claim to be the best, then here's your chance to be the fucking best. I believe in America, where I'm from, mothers and fathers should be given the whole first year paid off time to be with their child, because how the fuck do you expect someone in 2 to 3 months to do basically what I would say would take a year to do? I mean, it's already hard enough. You're a parent now, your whole life changes. Your wife or girlfriend just went through labor. I mean, a whole year, that's so many milestones you would have to miss going back to work. That's not fair. And I think about, like, my brother, like, I'm pretty sure after his girlfriend had a baby, like, he went right to work. No, he should be at home with her, and they should be bonding over being new parents and trying to come up with a routine that isn't rushed and feels natural. Like, what do you mean they just have to go back to work? That's fucked. And, like, my friend Adesha right now, she's pregnant, and I believe she's staying home, which as she fucking should, but her boyfriend should also be staying home. Like, you know what I mean? I think people should be paid time off, given a year, at the very least a year, but also still have the security of having their job back at the end of that year. And if your, like, employer is like, oh, well, we don't have the employees, look within the company and see why you don't have the employees. A lot of people love to be like, people don't want to work, people don't want to work. No, people don't want to be slaves anymore. Wasn't that Abraham Lincoln's whole thing? We abolished slavery, did we not? So why do you think people want to work for $13 an hour, $14 an hour? Are you dumb? Like, my job, I don't get paid 13 or 14. Please, I wouldn't work there. But my job is considered like a higher paying job in my town. And to me, I don't feel like I get paid that, like, I don't get paid as much as I would doing my job, like, in a bigger city, obviously. But people in my town really, like, look at my job like, wow, you get paid so much money. Like, wow. Like, no, girl, you're just not branching out of those $13, $14 jobs. Like, that's the problem. My dad, like, works with people and he like helps them get like GEDs and helps them get their like first job experiences. And a lot of the people in my town he'll be talking to and like, oh, like, so what's your like goal, like how much do you want to make? And they'll be like, yeah, like as long as I'm making like, you know, $13 an hour, like I'm fine. $13 an hour in this economy, what does that even buy you? What does that buy you truly? A gallon of milk, a carton of eggs, and maybe a loaf of bread? $13 an hour? Are you high? In this town, yes, most likely you're high or drunk, but like as a grown adult, you're telling me your goal is to at least make $14 an hour? No. No. Like, you should be wanting more for yourself. Everyone should be wanting more for yourself. And it's time for us as a society to start pushing back on these jobs. No one wants to work. Well, it's because you're not providing benefits. You're not paying a reasonable wage. You're not giving PTO. You're not fucking worthy of me dedicating a lifetime of my working career to your company when you don't have that. Like CVS, I was a pharmacy tech. Being a pharmacy tech is actually cool as fuck. To me, it was cool as fuck. I loved learning about drugs. I'm a big math person, so like I liked counting. But retail, people are fucking ignorant as fuck. And also CVS, their corporate is ignorant as fuck. So, would I have liked to work there for a longer time than I did? Yes. But did I feel worth it and obligated to? No, because they continuously showed me that they don't give a fuck. Companies like to treat everybody like they're so replaceable until it comes time to finding a replacement, and all they see is the fucking tumbleweeds in the wind because no one wants to work for these people because they're fucking shitty assholes. That's why no one wants to work for you, because you're a shitty fucking asshole. I don't know how we got here, guys. It's been a morning, let me tell you. It's been a day, it's been a week. So much is going on, but I feel great. I feel like maybe I'm a little bit in a manic episode, like manic spring episode, because you know how there's like seasonal depression, everyone gets depressed in the winter? Same. But then there's like springtime and the sun comes back up and you're like, wow, life feels worth living again. And that's when people tend to get a little bit manic. I might be in that. I'm not gonna lie, I might be a little bit manic. No, I actually feel really good, guys. But again, I might be a little manic, not gonna lie. But yeah. Oh, and also, let's go back to the PTO. I think women should be given more PTO than men, because when I'm on my period and I feel like someone's stabbing me in the uterus and in the back 50 times in an hour, I shouldn't have to work through that. And I know a man would not be able to work through that. So I think women should be given PTO at least for the first 2 days of your period. My period thankfully only lasts like 4 days on a good, like 3-4 days in a good cycle. But the first 2 days are rough, and I feel like a lot of girls I know, their periods are rough. I was friends with this girl in middle school who her period cramps were so bad she passed out on the stairs onto our pregnant teacher. Like, hopefully she's better now. I don't know how the fuck that works, but like, I don't think women should be having to work through that. I don't think I, as a woman, should be having to work on the first 2 days of my period. You just feel nasty. You feel gross. No matter how many times you shower, you feel hot. You feel just icky about yourself. And then you're dealing with the cramps and the pain and the dizziness. For me, I get fucking dizzy. Like, dizzy. My blood sugar gets so low. Women shouldn't have to work on their periods. I'm sorry. But we shouldn't have to. And also, I didn't fight for the right to work. If it was up to me, women wouldn't have to work, because we are just girls and we were put on this planet to just be girls and be cute, and realistically we're not even supposed to be wearing clothes. We're supposed to be all on beaches and being cute and eating fruit while our husbands go to war and die and we'd never have to deal with them again. So respectfully, why did they think that we would want to work? I'm sorry, but I don't want to. I hate the idea okay, because what? Retirement age is like 65, right? You can start working at 15. So 65 minus 15, that's 50 years. 50 years of my life I have to dedicate to working to 50 years. And the average age of American is what? 80? And that's not guaranteed. So 50 years of my life. Okay, so let's say the first 15 years of my life, that's dedicated to school. The first 18 years of my life actually is basically dedicated to school. So the first 65 years of our life are dedicated to school and work. And then we get maybe max 25 years to actually do stuff. But then by that time, you're too old to actually be able to enjoy doing anything. Oh my god. Wow. I'm having a Kylie Jenner moment. Like, wow, this is the year of realizing things, and I've just been realizing a lot of things. But like low key, she ate with that because that's me. That's me this year. That's me right now. Oh my god. So I'm filming this on Monday, right? I already said that, I think. Did you know that yesterday on a Sunday, government officials met and decided to give $95 billion to Israel? Did you know that the United States is realistically the only reason why the genocide has not stopped? Because the US continuously votes against stopping the genocide in Palestine. Oh my god. All I can say is like, what the fuck? What the fuck? People love to, oh, America's the best. Like, yeah, we love America. No, no, my country that I live in should not be spending my tax-paying money to fund a fucking genocide that I don't support and that a good 80% of the fucking globe doesn't support. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up actually to see how much they donated yesterday, because I need to know specifically. Oh, okay. No, that's Wikipedia, so let me not get too mad. Hold on. Oh my god. One day ago, I'm gonna actually cry because this makes me so angry. Oh my god, guys. Okay. So they sent $26.38 billion to Israel, right? And then they sent an extra 9.1 billion to Israel for expanding their missile and rocket defense system, for buying advanced weapons, and to enhance weapon production. Oh my fucking god. So 26.38, hold on, 26.38 plus 9.1, $35.48 billion of our tax-paying money is going to support and fund a genocide. The genocide of Palestine, the genocide of Gaza. Does that not enrage anyone? I'm enraged thinking about this. This is actually fucking insane. That's disgusting. Look, hold on. How much money would it take to end homelessness in the US? Anywhere from 11 to 30 billion dollars a year. Okay. So let's say 30 billion dollars a year. And they just sent, oh my god, I already forgot. 26.38 plus 9.1. 35.48 million, not even million, billion. $35.48 billion was sent, and it only takes 30 billion of that to eliminate homelessness in the United States. And that's max because it starts at 11 billion. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. And then they gave $60.84 billion to Ukraine. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know shit about what's going on with the Ukraine. I don't know if they're the good guys or the bad guys or what's going on. But still, $60.84 billion of our tax-paying money to Ukraine. $26.38 billion to Israel. $8.12 billion to Taiwan. Again, I don't know what's going on in Taiwan. I don't know who's the good guys, who's the bad guys, but is the country not in debt? Isn't that like the whole thing of America is that we're all in debt? Where the fuck are you pulling out this money? And why the fuck are you using our tax-paying money to fund these wars and genocides that realistically we don't have anything to do with? We really don't. We really truly don't. Where the fuck are you getting this money? And this further proves my point. Just print more fucking money and put it into circulation. No one's gonna know. Oh, but that throws off the economic. Who the fuck $95 billion spent for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. The woman was too stunned to speak. Like, what the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? Guys, America's embarrassing. As an American, America is embarrassing. It really, really is. Your tax-paying money was used to fund a genocide, and it still continues to be used to fund a genocide. And we could have cured and cleared hunger and homelessness in the US with the amount of money that the US has given to Israel to attack Palestine. If you are not enraged by that statement, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm not gonna lie, okay? In high school, when I was with my little white friends, and I was embarrassed to be brown and embarrassed to like have a voice, when I was with my little white friends, I would say like, yeah, I love Trump. Like we would wear Trump t-shirts as to me it was a joke, but like low key some of them were really really Trumpies, okay? They would blow the trumpets for Trump. Am I proud of that era of my life? Hell to the fucking no. Would I go back in time to smack some sense into myself? Yeah. Did I hate myself for being brown because they made me, because they were white and they would always say things like white is right and oh, this is my country, everyone that doesn't like it should get out? Yeah, I hated myself and I let them hate me and my people. And am I proud of staying friends with them? No. But now that I'm awake and my frontal lobe is developing, I'm disgusted for ever even thinking that like joking was funny, because it's definitely not funny. Like holy fuck is all I can say. What the fuck is actually going on with this country? Like actually what the fuck? Guys, this is so like, oh my god. How do you cope with like shit that's going on in the world? Like some of my friends pray, some of my friends meditate. I'm not a religious person. I don't really, not that I don't believe in religion, it's just that I've witnessed too much what is the word, hypocrisy with religion. It's not that I don't believe in a God per se. I know there's something bigger than us. I just don't know what that is. And I think every experience I've had with church has just been like very, like at the church I went to growing up, like people in the band are having affairs with each other. Like that lady like is selling pussy on the low. Like that kid is selling crack in the parking lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like very not um church values in my opinion. And I also don't like the religious people that like think they're better than everyone because they're religious. Like I work with this lady who is, she like claims to go to church like 2 or 3 times a week, but yet she's like the biggest hypocrite, the biggest like talk shit about everybody, like literally low key scamming our fucking work. Like it's a whole thing. Um so yeah, I don't know. I feel very weird when I go to church. Like I feel like, okay, when I go to church, my inner child feels kind of connected to it only because like I grew up in a church, I went to Sunday school, I did all the things. But like now I don't feel comfortable going into church because everything that every church I've personally experienced and been to just like shits on everything that makes me me. I have tattoos, I'm going to hell. I'm a lesbian, I'm going to hell. I smoke a little weed, I'm going to hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything is you're going to hell, you're going to hell. You can't dress up on Halloween, you're going to hell. Like bitch, I'm just trying to be a princess. Like why do I have to go to hell? Okay, I kiss girls. Why does that mean I have to go to hell? Shouldn't have made them so hot. I don't know what you want from me. So, I don't know, the thought of church just doesn't sit right with me just because of my personal experiences. But then again, like what I was getting to is like I don't know how to what is my reason in a way? Maybe not reason, but like what is my crutch? Because to me personally, church and religion and not even just church, religion, spirituality, you know, like all the different things I see as a crutch. If that makes sense. I don't want to sound like fuck church. I don't fuck like cuz if you pray, do your thing. I actually ask my friend Jenna to pray for me all the time because I get really really bad dreams. So I personally don't pray. I'm more of like a manifestation. I'm more like speak it into existence. I'm very much like um what is the word? Fuck, I'm blanking on the word for it, but I'm very much like look in the mirror like I'm smart, I am rich, I am, you know what I mean? Fuck, I can't think of the word for that. Um Holy shit, I can't think of the word for that. I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm very much speak it, and I know other people are like pray about it, meditate about it, paint about it. I don't know. So I'm never against church. I think I just have to work through a lot of the traumas I have in me before I could go to church and take everything in. But I also, like I said, feel that it's so against, not that it's against me, but it's like there's just different values, I guess. I don't believe you should go to hell because you like to kiss the same sex as you. I don't believe if you have tattoos you should be going to hell. Like I don't even know if I believe in a hell. Like I think I kind of tapped into that in my last episode. Like I'm in the, I don't know if I believe in reincarnation, but like that whole water thing that I was speaking about kind of makes sense to me. I feel like that's very much what my thought process is. I don't know. Again, I'm trying to figure out what my crutch is. Hey guys, it's me. I'm currently editing the episode for tomorrow night, and I realized that I had not realized that my microphone died while I was recording. So the last 8 minutes, there is completely no audio. I just love that for us so much. So basically, what you can't hear is me. I'm pretty sure I was just talking about affirmations and how much I love affirmations. I have affirmations written on my calendar. I have affirmations written on my room mirror, my bathroom mirror. I used to have my elementary kids start off their day speaking affirmations out loud to themselves and to each other. I just think affirmations are a very good thing to instill into children, into yourself. I think they also help kind of heal your inner child, which you can never go wrong in doing. I think a lot of our lifetime will be doing things to heal or to satisfy our inner child. And I think that affirmations are a good start to doing that. Um, like with my students, I would just have them say things like, I am seen, I am heard, I am loved, I am awesome, I'm a good friend. Just little things like that. The one on my calendar I have in my room just says grow into your greatness. I usually switch up my affirmations depending on the month or the season. And it's April, everything's growing, everything's blooming. So that's just the affirmation I chose for myself for this month. But yeah, I don't really remember what else I talked about in the last 8 minutes of this episode. So I think let's just wrap it up so it's not any more awkward than it has to be to just watch me talk without knowing exactly what I was trying to say in the clip. So, yeah, guys, you know the drill. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share with a few of your besties, turn on those post notifications, and I will see you very, very soon. Let's all continue to grow into our greatness this spring. I love you guys. Bye.